Hey guys, welcome back to Mob Vlog. Adam Flowers here. It is 420, 2022. And I hear Red giggling in the background because it's Rednesday. And you guys are all here. I'm here. Red's here. Welcome back. It's Mob Vlog. Red, we met. How are you doing today, sir?
Better than I have been for the last 2 weeks. I'm here.
Fantastic. And hello, everybody out there in Mob Vlog land and YouTube land. It is good to have you guys with us today. BSJ Outfit Boss, David Grimpy, Holman Sanders, Joe Clark, Connie Shine. Connie Shine, that's a new one from Mount Greenwood in Chicago. Good to have you with us, Connie. William Kirchmeyer. Why the red eyes? Are my eyes red? I don't think they're red, are they?
No.
I
Red
no
eyes.
idea.
Red eyes.
Why do people think I got red eyes? Red eyes. What are you talking about? Pew Pew Giro, fisticuffs. Fisticuffs. That sounds like something you'd find in one of Red's adult bookstores. Fisticuffs, really? Seriously? Fisticuffs. Doesn't it sound like a toy? Sounds like a sex toy. Scott H., Don Berlin, Greg Hart. It's good to have all of you with us. And Mickey Griggs, Richard Spilotro, welcome into the room. 3602. It's good to have you with us. Catherine Guerrero, Big Tuna. Hey, thanks for sending your little sister on the tour, Big Tuna. It was great having her with. And speaking of, if you haven't been on the tour, Frank came on the tour the other day. Really, seriously. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Mob Vlog, and I've got Frank with us today, all the way from Germany. What'd you think of the tour, Frank?
It was great. It was higher than expected. You know a lot of stuff that you can't get anywhere else from books or from videos, etc. So I completely blew my mind.
Personal stories too.
Personal stories.
Yeah,
I mean,
personal
you were
stories.
very close with Frank Culotta, and you get the vibes as long as you're on the tour. You got to do this.
Yeah, this guy came all the way from Germany. Don't tell me you guys can't get here either. Thanks a lot. Better bring your ass out here from Chicago. That guy came all the way from Germany. Are you kidding me? Hey, Frank, thanks again for coming on the tour, buddy. I appreciate you coming out and checking it out. And I look forward to seeing you next time you're in town, Frank. And thanks for buying a book. So, Red, how are you doing today?
I'm alive and well.
Alive and well. That's all you can really ask.
I went through a bad period. My hand is healed, if you can see.
Man, that thing's just healed straight up like fast, man. You had stitches all through. You had like 100 stitches in there.
Yeah, you don't even see it. And my face is healed too, so that's gone. That was all chopped up.
Show me your papers, Frank. Show me your papers. That's hilarious, BSJ. Oh, Tedford Von Patriot, welcome in. It's great to see you. You're doing the tour next week, Bobby Bag of Donuts. I can't wait to meet you. I really can't wait to meet you. Seriously, it's gonna be a good fun. Adam, you're a big son of a gun. You ever think of buying a window and becoming a building? Big son of a gun. Did you ever think of buying a window and becoming a building? I don't understand that one. You're a big son of a gun. You ever think of buying a building and becoming a? I heard your daddy's not your daddy wasn't a window maker, right? When you're standing in the way of somebody. But what's this? Think of buying a window and becoming a building. Unbelievable. Paul Brown, welcome in, guys. It is good to see you guys. Yes, things are going well. Big Boy Blue, how you doing, buddy? Today, we're going to be talking about, guess what? The Chicago outfit. Can you believe that? On Mob Vlog? Like, that's what we're going to talk about today, Red. The Chicago outfit. And you guys are bringing your comments and your questions with. And we're going to talk about people who used to be involved with the outfit but are no longer around. So, where do you want to start with this?
You notice in the comments you have somebody that corrected you, a gal that corrected you. She said they're not around anymore.
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, THER'. They're not around anymore.
I didn't write their THER.
No, she said that's the way it should have been.
I didn't write they're not around, did I?
No. She
Oh,
said
God,
that's
if I
the
said
way
that,
it should be, though. Hey, you got critics, man. We all got them.
I'm never going to live it down if I did.
Uh,
You ever hear of the Jimmy Calandra channel?
never.
No, sorry, unknown known. And unknown known, what a crazy name. Unknown known. It's like you're unknown known. It's an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a window cleaner joke.
Oh, okay.
I still don't get it. I'm
sorry,
really
sorry, Mr. Yupa. We didn't get it. Half the people didn't get it.
Yeah, luminous grin. Next time you come out here, I expect one right here. Okay, this cheek on the right side. Oh, so Joey, you're saying Adam's a knuckle dragger? Oh my God, are you serious? Are we going there today? Really? Unbelievable. So Red Wemette, let's talk. Let's talk about that guy first. How about Marshall?
Yeah.
Let's spend a few minutes on each one of these guys. You guys have any comments? You guys want to throw some comments up? You guys want to add something to this? Feel free. I'm going to be looking at the comments. We're going to be talking. So, how'd you meet Marshall Caifano?
I met Marshall at American Bonding. Actually, didn't. I met him at my store, but he was with Joey Lombardo at the time. He'd just gotten out of prison.
Was he there to pick up money or to maybe do
later on? That's what we did together.
He
picked up his cut for me, and he was kind of partners with me, so to speak. And then his cut got cut in half when his protege, Alva Johnson Rogers, decided to turn state's evidence. He got in a jam down in Texas and Mexico, coming back across the border. And so then Marshall would come by himself, and that cut the amount in half. So he stopped by every week religiously. He was a very interesting person. One thing I wish to make note at this time is that Marshall probably outlived most of the people we're talking about here. He outlived Tony Accardo. He outlived a lot of people. And I believe he was 92 years of age when he died.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. Come on, you critics. Somebody tell me different.
How tall was Marshall?
He was another short guy. He was probably 5'2" at the most. I know they buried him in a child's coffin. He did not have a full. Yeah.
Small guy.
Yeah. One of my not so favorite people, John Cass, from the Chicago Tribune, wrote about him, and he said he looked like a gnome in the coffin.
Like a garden gnome.
Yeah.
Well, look at the picture of him right there. Look at that. Yeah. That right there is a small man. Well, next to a very tall man. I'm guessing that guy next to him is pretty tall.
Marshall only came up to my chest here, about this high.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
So, not that it's kind of a slight guy. Okay.
Marshall only came up about that high to me.
Okay. So now he was Tony Spilotro replaced Marshall Caifano because Marshall Caifano oversaw the Vegas activities, and then Tony replaced him, right?
That's correct.
Why? Did he go to jail? What happened to Marshall?
He sure did. He went to prison. He went to extort. Now, this is his side of the story, not the newspapers. It's his side that he told me.
Okay.
He went to collect some money from Ray Ryan. Had to do with a poker game. And somebody said, the guy that sent him said Ray Ryan was cheating him. And so he went to collect the money from Ray Ryan, but he told Ryan that if you give me $1 million, I'll let you live. And Ryan says, to hell with this. And he called the FBI. They got him for extortion, the Hobbs Act, the same thing that they got Schweiss with for me. And they put him away for 10 years. And with, what is his name? I forgot his name. Johnny Delmonico. They both went away. And so while he was gone, he did 10 years. And when he got out, he went right back to Chicago, thought he had it made because Sam Giancana was supposed to be in charge. He'd lost track of everything that was going on, and Sam Giancana was dead. So it was a matter of there was no place for him, so they put him with Joey Lombardo, and Joey Lombardo put him with me.
Wow. Huh. So it bounced around a bit.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Chain Weaver. You don't have to, it's okay if you're late. Cindy Workman, you never have to apologize. It's good to have you with us. Scott H., the guy is your size, the tall one. You think so? Because when Scott H. and I stand next to each other, I make Scott look small. But then again, I mean, most people look small when I stand next to him.
I did. I thought I was rather tall for, an average person. But when I stood next to you, it was like, okay.
Yeah. I'm talking, man, when I was born, dude, when I was a kid, meat was cheap. You know what I'm saying? It was, they're like, what did they put in the water where you grew up? I'm like, hamburgers, Marshall looks like he never smiled.
He did. He smiled a lot.
Yeah?
He never smiled for photographs, I guess. They were always.
You gotta look tough in a photograph.
There were always mugshots, so he wasn't very smiling mood.
Was Marshall blacklisted?
Yes.
He was.
He actually sued and went to the Supreme Court over being blacklisted in Las Vegas.
He was in the black book.
And he was the first to sue way before Lefty. He was the first to sue and he went to the Supreme Court, all the way to the Supreme Court with it, and he lost.
He did?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they purged his name out of Black Book or not.
Street Stories. Anthony DiMartini. Yes, thank you for clearing that up, because a few episodes ago, we were talking about Tony being Marshall Caifano's replacement, and then who replaced Tony. And we said there was no replacement, but there was. Donald Angelini, the Wizard of Odds. He came out here to Vegas, and he took over after Tony. And so he ran things out here for a while. So, yeah. Michael Graham, us Italians are considered giants if you're 5'9". That's true. That is very true. I tried to get into an IROC, okay? A 1993 IROC. Not happening, man. Those things are built for small Italian guys. They really are. Oh, my God. Anybody who owned an IROC, I'm sorry, but that was funny. I never smiled while I was alive. Funny, Joey. So,
Homer has a good question here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Homer?
Was Marshall a higher rank than Milwaukee Phil?
No. At one time, no. At one time, he might have been, but they switched around. Milwaukee Phil stayed in Chicago. Marshall could never be a boss in Chicago. After he got out of prison and everything, he was lucky Tony Accardo just let him go with Lombardo in 74. 1974, that is.
Interesting question. Teeth. Marshall Caifano's teeth.
What about him?
Dentures, real?
Real. Yeah.
Took care of him.
When I saw him, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I don't know when he died or in the later years.
For a year, Anthony DiMartini says, then he went down trying to skim an Indian casino. Can you imagine that, trying to skim an Indian casino? I'm just saying, because the Indians used to, scalp. Never mind. Joe Collada. Hey, happy Rednesday. Dynamite comes in small packages.
You're right, Joe.
Like that.
Sure does.
It's true. It's very true. And the taller you are, the harder you fall, baby. That's true too. So, but there is something about being tall that's nice. You get to reach things that are on the top shelf, no problem. You know what I mean? You don't need a step stool. You just reach up there and grab it. Problem is, when you're growing up, you hit your head into shit all the time. Because when you're a kid, you can run down the stairs and you can clear the ceiling. And then 2 weeks later, you can't. And you don't realize it yet until, boom, you hit your head. And you go, oh, my God, I grew a couple inches. Sucks.
You know, the only thing I found difficult about being tall is going into a prefabricated shower. And the shower head would always hit me in the head.
Dude, they don't build showers for tall people.
In my home, I have it up 7 feet. So it'll rain down on me.
I got so the shower comes out of the wall. I had to get a gooseneck thing that brings it up and then over so that it takes it up an extra 18 inches. And now I can stand under the damn thing. Before that, I got to lean over. If I go to hotels, I got to lean over. And God forbid I ever travel to Japan because they freaking make their showers over there like 4 feet high. That's it. It's all for small people. Everything's small. Anyway, back to the outfit. Michael Graham, my teeth are real too. Let me go get them out of the glass of the water and show you. Oh my gosh. What kind of shower did Marshall like?
I don't know.
Red didn't go showering with Marshall Caifano. How the hell would Red know what kind of shower he liked? Probably a hot shower. Some people like the cold showers though, you know?
He liked comfort, so.
The best part of being tall, not being short. Uriah, you're 100% correct. Don Ciccio di Porzalo. When Donald came back from Vegas, he ran Gianotti's restaurant on Lawrence Avenue.
Donald Angelini.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Yeah. That's a fact.
So what exactly, you know, this is a good question. This is pondering my mind. Tony Spilotro, he ran things in Vegas, right? He had the Gold Rush jewelry store out here. After he had Anthony Stewart's Limited, he obviously...
He watched the skim very carefully.
All right, so explain this, right? Because I thought Lefty was the one who went around and had to gather all that up from the casinos and put it together and hand the bag off to Phil Ponto or Joseph Tellerico, and then they've brought it back to Chicago. You're telling me that Tony was going into the casino and gathering the money up?
He was in charge of the people that did.
So he was in charge of Lefty.
Right. But there's a misconception on Lefty, too. Lefty was out there like in 1962, 1963.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, he just got out there because of the movie Casino. It makes it sound like he just came out and started up at Stardust. No, he was already there.
So Lefty got busted for bribing a basketball player, if I'm not mistaken, correct? To throw a game?
That's one of his arrests, yeah.
One of them. Then he came out to Vegas.
I believe that was
in Florida.
Miami. That happened in Miami. They kicked him out of town.
Yeah.
He went back to Chicago. He was handicapping. And there was this guy in the movie. It was Remo that played Joey Upa. And you mentioned that. We were talking about
we talked about this last night for a minute. Yeah.
And there was a lot of things that weren't exactly accurate that Remo said.
Okay. So Greg Hart, please don't go there ever again. Okay. Don't ever talk about that again. That's nasty, man. Anything that's got to do with that is nasty. He's talking about Marshall Caifano liking golden showers.
Oh, no.
No. We can't go there. Not here. Whiskey is my favorite. Joey Iupa. Nice. Ankle biters are vicious. Thanks, Cindy.
They are.
David Grimpy, isn't that where
I'd rather have a big dog come after me than an ankle biter.
Why?
At least you can get rid of them. The ankle biters are so low, you got to bend down or kick them or do something with them.
That's true, yeah. The taller you are, the smaller the package. Keith, I'm going to disagree with that.
I will too.
I'm going to disagree with that. But then again, you know, there's a reason they make Magnum XLs. All right. Red Marshall, did you have a lot of pull in the outfit? Red, did Marshall have a lot of pull in the outfit? Sorry.
Yes, he did. He did. Although he set up the Richard Kane murder in order to go after Ray Ryan, who actually put him in prison. And then he blew his car to smithereens in Evansville, Indiana after that. But he couldn't have permission to do it unless he did something for them. So he actually set up Ryan at Jimmy Cuzzo's father-in-law, Rosie's Sandwich Shop on Grand Avenue.
Sorry, Anthony. Didn't mean to knock all your hobbies. But if the golden ones are for you, buddy, have fun with it. You know, nothing wrong with that, I guess, if you're into that. Mike Randolph likes horses. Thanks for chiming in, Mike. Really do appreciate you. How does Keith know? I would like to know that too. My grandfather was 5'2", but you'd have a better chance fighting a Wolverine.
That's right. They're vicious. It seems like shorter people are more vicious when they fight.
Okay, so you've been in a lot of fights. Hell, you've been at war.
Yeah.
So you've seen how people, when it comes down to life and death, how they fight.
It seems that they look at bigger people and they say, I got to get in there. I got to do what I got to do right away because this is a giant. So they come at you really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Being the big guy, I always got picked on when I was a kid because everybody's got to take down the biggest guy. It's like the kids want to take out the biggest guy. And if they take out the biggest guy.
It sounds like prison. They pick out the biggest guy to pick a fight with.
Well, yeah, that's what fourth grade is. It's prison, you know? Okay, Jim Magnifici. I've been reading the Family Secrets book. It says that Jimmy Lightfoot Marcello was the boss of the outfit at the start of the trial. Red, any stories on that?
No, they brought me in to actually look at some photographs, and I couldn't identify him at all. I didn't know who he was because I'd been out of circulation for a while. I identified other people, but not him. And then when I saw him at Family Secrets, he was really, they proved it in court. They proved it by other testimonies.
Okay, so according to testimonies, he is what you're saying. Okay.
Enough to convict him, enough to send him to Florence.
Florence, really?
Yeah, he's in Florence, Colorado. Right
no.
Now. Yeah.
Dude, that's a messed up place, man.
You know,
I mean, I was just watching a video about that the other day. 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. And then
with the lights on. With the lights on.
Yeah, with the lights on. And then an hour a day in a big room where you can run around. Not even outside. It's still inside. It's like in the bottom of a swimming pool or something where you can, crazy. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do that. That's why I don't do anything wrong. I'm afraid to do anything wrong because I don't want to end up, like in some messed up place where somebody, I just couldn't do it. At least if you're in
motivation. That's your fear motivation, guy.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Red, did Marshall kill Willie Beoff?
I never asked you. I don't know.
Don't know. Sorry.
Marshall wasn't as talkative as Frank Schweiss was. I'll tell you that much.
Frank Schweiss. There's another character. Frank Schweiss. When was the first time you met Frank Schweiss?
In 1968, excuse me, 1968 at American Bonding. He was American Bonding at that time. I met them all there at the same time. They were all there. It was a crowd. Actually met him to get to know him probably a couple months later.
And American Bonding was just bonding people out of jail.
Yeah, it was a hangout. It was a hangout.
It's a hangout for criminals. They're like, hey, let's hang out at the bonding shop because if we go to jail, we got the guy who can get us out over here. And let's
only the Grand Avenue crew. Only the Grand Avenue crew hung out. Irv Weiner, Tony Spilotro, Phil, Milwaukee Phil, Joey Lombardo, Joey Cosentino, Kurt Hansen used to hang out there too because he was a bondsman at that time.
We're bouncing all over the place, but Don Berlin, actually, Donald Angelini's son was a famous Chicago lawyer. His name was Donald Jr., and he went to law school because of his father. But Samuel Banks actually defended the wizard. Okay, I didn't know that, but okay, that's cool. I'd rather be in Florence than Cook County Prison. Ha ha.
I don't think so. Either one's a bad call on either one.
Look here. In Florence, you're in solitaire. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to, make you their. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Cook County, county lockup. Now, I had one person I knew in my life that ended up in Cook County. Out of my whole life, man, one person that ended up doing like 3 or 4 months there. And he said it wasn't too fun. It wasn't a lot of, But then again, it's not supposed to be fun, right? Because it's where you go when you're bad, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. John Caligyaros.
Yes.
Caligyaros.
Sounds great, John.
I know, he does sound Greek. John the Greek. Red. John the Greek. That's hilarious. Were you ever in such bad condition after a fight from being shot or stabbed that you almost died?
Yes, only once. Only once.
What
a guy hit me over the head with a bottle of Canadian Club, and it wasn't opened. He turned around. He was walking the other direction. He had it by his side, and he turned around and went, wham, hit me over the bottle. I was so angry, I went out to punch him. When I did, the neck of the bottle went up my arm, cut my main areola and 2 secondary arteries. I was bleeding like a stuffed pig. They raced me over to Swedish Covenant Hospital because that was the nearest place. And they told me they didn't have much time. They had an arterial surgeon. They told me I wouldn't make it an hour unless we got into surgery. And I did survive it, though. Obviously, I'm here.
Damn. Man, I never got hit over the head with a damn bottle, man.
They had to give me 2 pints of blood, man. A quart of blood's a lot to lose, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's a whole lot to lose.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking, you only have, 8-10 pints in your body, or is that right?
That thing was spurting out like this. It just kept spurting out like that. Every time my heart pumped, I was losing blood.
That's, 1.2 to 1 or 1.5 gallons of blood's all you have in your body. And that's if you're a big person.
Yeah.
If you're a smaller person, maybe 1.1, 1.2 gallons, that's not a whole lot. So, yeah.
No, I didn't tourniquet that. The guy in the ambulance did, though. Pew, pew.
Yeah, you got 10 pints of blood in your body, man. That's a lot to lose. You can't lose that much blood. I mean,
I didn't put tourniquet on it. The guy in the ambulance put it on for me. He was there in like 6 minutes. He was at my home.
Wow. Why did he hit you? Good question.
It was over money. He stole from me, and I accused him of it. And he said, I'm out of here. And he was walking away. He walked past the bar. And when he did, he grabbed a bottle of Canadian Club. And everybody thought I had glass in my hair. When they rolled me in, everybody thought I had a head wound because there's amber glass in my head from the bottle. And I was kind of clutching my hand like this, holding it. And it was spurting out all over my lap and everything else. That's a whole story in itself.
Damn. Never been. I've been in some altercations, but I gotta say, man, I've never been in any damn altercation like this. Me hit you over the head with a bottle. Swear to God.
Thought it was some kind of cowboy movie or something. You hit him over the head with the bottle, he passes out and dies or something. And I didn't. And when I here's my big mistake. When I went to punch him, I didn't see he had the neck of the bottle in his hand. and he put the neck of the bottle out, and he got me in it. I got myself, really. I punched myself right into it. My own damn fault. Although I will tell you, I gave him a choice. After I was still in the hospital the next day. I stayed overnight. And the next day, he called to see my condition. And somebody else answered the phone, and I could hear him talking. And it's something like, ask him this or ask him that. And he said, nah, I'm not asking him any questions. And he said, well, if I were you, I'd go buy a shovel. And so when I talked to him, I told him, I said, there's 50 states in the United States. You pick one of them and go there, and I won't bother you.
Hey, Dick Spilotro, you put up a bunch of little mice. I don't know what that means. What's that mean, Dick?
I think he's talking about rats.
Oh, is he putting little rats up because he thinks you're a rat, or he thinks I'm a rat? I don't know. I'm not a rat. Are you a rat?
Nah.
Oh, okay. But you wore a wire.
I guess if anybody call me what they want to call me.
But you know what? I'd rather be a rat than a mole, dude. We looked up pictures of moles the other day. Some ugly ass creatures, man.
An ugly mole.
Oh, jeez. Johnny Depp got his finger cut off with a bottle.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to take a couple more comments here from you guys. Speaking of Schweiss, Adam, are we going to see some more of the Frank Schweiss tapes? Yes, we're going to see some more very, very soon. We need to still put some subtitles on them, and we're still deciphering them. Don Ciccio di Porzallo in Cook County Jail. You have a fighting chance if you go in stamped OC. OC, what's that mean?
Organized crime.
Oh, you have a fighting chance if you go in stamped organized crime, and then nobody's going to screw with you because they may end up dead because they don't know who you might know.
That was years ago. Today, believe me, it's too black.
Did you just say something racist?
No, I just said a color.
You said it's too black in Cook County Jail.
Yeah, it's dark in there.
Oh my God. And then it goes even further. Oh, Jesus, help me. So, you can't, what are you going to do? Red's red. You know what I mean? He's just going to say what's going to come out of his mouth. What the hell? I can't stop it. So YouTube, if you're censoring this and looking at it, I can't control this guy. He's off the handle. You know what I mean? He's talking about it being unbelievable, man. You're gonna get us banned.
I would say there's a thing in prison, general thing in prison, that or jails, no matter where it is, where the most they separate in different groups. Let's put it okay, different groups.
Red is the new black. Red's not racist. He has two colored TVs. You're right. Yeah, he's got. Oh my God.
And they're desegregated too.
God, unbelievable. Steinmetz High School. Cook County Jail reminded me of Steinmetz High School. Nitrous Tommy. Steinmetz High School. Any information? I don't even know what the hell Steinmetz is.
It was on the west side. It was a very rough school. A very, very rough school. And I believe Frank went there. Frank Collada.
That's where I heard of it. Exactly. That's where I've heard of it. That's right. Frank did go there, I think. Nothing more racist than the joint, Alonzo Cushing.
Yes, that's kind of what I was trying to say.
Okay. So, listen, you're talking to somebody who's never even stepped foot in the jail, okay? Never. I have no idea, and I don't want to know. Honest to God, I don't want to know. No, I do. I don't want to know anything. Swear to God, dude, if you couldn't pay me to go, hey, man, why don't you go spend the night in jail? Hell no. No, $1 million. Nope. I'll go work for a while. Fuck that. Not happening. Not happening. I got what you're saying, Red. Thanks, Cindy. Yes. What'd you name your dog? We named the dog Madison. So Madison. Remember the 80s movie Splash with Daryl Hannah, and she was Madison. the mermaid. Yeah, so that's what he named her after. Loa. Some of us get our interest in organized crime from the drug trade. It's not our fault that we were treated as criminals and thus acted like criminals just because we like cannabis. The game was on. Well,
That's what I call a big time criminal, cannabis.
I wouldn't say that, you know, cannabis is like the biggest crime that it's not the biggest crime in the world. And now they legalized it all over the place. So you got to ask yourself, how many people got in trouble for selling, doing, buying, right, cannabis that are now sitting in jail, and then it's legalized, and suddenly they're still in jail, but for something that's now legal.
They got out.
No, they didn't let everybody out. No, there's
me,
still people sitting in jail, man, for dealing pot. No, yeah,
not by me. There isn't. Cannabis is cannabis. Other drugs, yeah. Methamphetamines, cocaine, heroin. It's a whole different ballgame. Or prescription drugs, buying and selling prescription, doctor shopping, whatever.
Terry Nuzzo, Spilotro went to Steinmetz too. My brother-in-law knew him, and somebody else commented that, Hugh Hefner. Thanks, Michael Graham. Steinmetz High School graduates, Frank Collada, Hugh Hefner. It's near Belmont and Narragansett, close to Reese Park. Correct. And Keith Helton, yes, we're really close to 32,000 right now. I think we're about 20 or 30 people off of that, which will probably happen in the next few days. I'm not even gonna go with the soap jokes right now if you're in jail. But swear to God, Pew Pew Giro. Speaking of cannabis, happy 420. For all of you pot lovers out there, you might want to, burn one if you got one, I guess, because it's 420 today, and for some reason that has something to do with marijuana. I don't know
420
why.
At 420. 420 at 420.
Well, you got to smoke at 420 today on 420, and then and for all of you people on medication, you have missed 420. Okay, it is 26 minutes after 420, unless of course you're on the West Coast. In that case, I have another hour and 15 minutes.
I have another hour. Confessions.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Cook County Jail is a jail. It's where you're held. While waiting for trial, or where you get locked up if you're sentenced to a year or less. Right.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm telling you, man, I have never visited anybody there. I've never been there. I don't even know what the place looks like, and I don't want to know. See what I mean?
I actually did a story on it. There was a clerk that was arrested by me, and I told him not to get wise with the cop, when he was getting arrested, because I knew the cop. I said, don't get smart with this guy, right? Yeah. Well, he did. They took him down to 18th District, fingerprinted him, and he gave him a hard time, got smart with him. So he took him all the way to Cook County Jail, locked him up. They lost him in Cook County. So after a few days, I went down there with another cop I knew, and we actually walked in, and they wanted us to identify the guy. Well, there weren't many people that looked like him, number one. And we kept going through jail cell after jail cell after jail cell, and they'd lock these doors behind us, and there was these hallways. It was terrible. It was really terrible. And even the guard that was with me was Afro-American. There wasn't anybody that I saw that looked like me while I was in there, period, except the officer that was with me and myself. But as we went deeper and deeper,
the warden is the only one there.
No, the warden was Afro-American also.
Oh boy, okay.
And he told me at the time, he said, the only way I talked to the warden, it was funny. He said, the only way I keep peace in here, he says, I let them do whatever they want. If they'd riot otherwise. And there's a lot of people that come in there because they're on appeal. So they come into the court system from a prison like Dixon or Pontiac in those days, or Joliet or whatever. They come into the Cook County Jail while they're waiting for to go to court. But they may be in there a double, triple life sentence. and are in there. So you're in there with some pretty bad people.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't
We
do
found
it.
my guy. He wasn't where he's supposed to be. He wasn't even in the section he was supposed to be in, but he was laying underneath a bunk, hiding, just hoping. And he said, "Oh!" And when we got him, he was really happy.
All right.
So his bond was only $100.
Okay, so here it is, guys, officially, because there's a lot of side comments about 420 comes from Marion County, California. 420 is the police code for possession of cannabis. Here it is. In 1970s, when a group of teenagers from San Rafael High School in Marion County would ritualistically smoke marijuana at 420 each day. The number 420 became their code for marijuana. The 5 students called themselves the Waldos, which referred to the wall they would sit on at their school. The Waldos, and they smoked pot.
Was this Marion County, California?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that's what Google's telling us. So I'm just throwing that out there. Michael Graham, that's an old cop trick. Red, mouth off to the cops, and instead of going to lockup at the station, we put you in the paddy wagon and take you off to Cook County.
That's the way it was, Mike.
Speaking of racism, Michael, you can't say paddy wagon anymore. I mean, paddy, that means an Irishman. All right. You can't do that. That's like saying, all the paddies, end up in the wagon because they're all drunk. We all know that the Irish drink. We do. And that's why they called it the paddy wagon.
Really?
Yeah, but it's racist as hell, dude. It really is.
I thought it was because Patty was driving it.
It's because Patty was driving it. Come on, man. It's because they loaded all the patties into it, all the mix. Come on. What's the matter with you, Red?
My grandfather said that when he first arrived in Chicago, they had big signs out that said, Irish need not apply. There were help wanted signs that said, Irish need not apply. This is many years ago. So he became a cop. And he said that the paddy wagon was named because they called them paddies that were cops. It was predominantly Irish, and Irish is Paddy's pig. But at any rate, he told me that's where it came from. Do I know? No.
According to Google, once again,
here we go.
Over half the people arrested in New York in the 1840s and 1850s were Irish, so that police vans were dubbed paddy wagons. And episodes of mob violence in the streets were called Donnybrooks, named after a town in Ireland. I've never even heard Donnybrooks. That's completely new to me.
I have.
Of course you have. Leanne rolling along. It's good to have you with us. Alonzo Cushing. Mike Maggs is a sunglass stealing punk. Never was a real outfit member. Total punk. You talking about Mike Magnifici? Mike Maggs. What are you talking about?
Never heard of the guy.
I don't know. I'm reading random comments. I assumed that a patty wagon, Desmond Castro, a patty wagon, Patty, patty, not patty, patty wagon, was a hamburger grill vendor's truck. A wagon with all the hamburger patties.
Yes.
I love it. Desmond, thanks for joining us. So this patty stuff has nothing to do with frogs. No, it doesn't. Sheila Thee. I have no idea. It was named Patty because all the drunken Irishmen they arrested. Yes, exactly, Big Tuna. That's what I mean. It's officially called a squad roll. Coppers just say they're working the wagon. We have a lot of coppers that watch the channel.
Mike's
likes this channel.
He's a retired police officer.
Yeah, exactly. So, Red, you were in the Marines, correct?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. I'm used to hunk or stud muffin. Please, Red, don't do that to me.
Okay, Never mind.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable today.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Okay, what do you want to know? Here we go.
What? No, really. I mean, it's Patty, not Patty. You're right, Desmond. It's Patty, but that's okay. I mispronounce everything, man. They call me the butcher, so it's all good. I whack those words up.
John, in case you don't know it,
what? Red was formerly a Marine, proud Marine, Semper Fi. Red, Don, there is no such thing as formerly a Marine.
Yeah, it's former, not ex. It's former.
It's not ex-Marine. You're not a former Marine. I thought once you're a Marine, you're a Marine.
To the day you die.
So you aren't a former Marine. You're a Marine.
That is correct.
Okay, let's just get that straight.
I'm just not an active duty Marine.
Don't call me sir. My parents were married.
Hey.
Oh my God.
That sounds like a military comment.
Swear to God, guys. Keith Helton, thank you. Newcomers on the channel, buy Red's book. Okay, go down the link in the description and go check it. Get a book from Red. Have him autograph it for you.
If you want, join us at the after party show.
Yeah, and we're going to do an after party today too, right? We're going to sit for another hour and talk about nothing. Hunk, big tuna hunk. Adam, are you a little sauced? Oh man, it's wearing off. I got the coffee going in me. What do you mean? Come on. Sauced. Really? I quit the sauce like 6 hours ago. All right. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less either, but I don't drink anymore. So wasn't Patsy's, sorry, it wasn't Patty's the name of Tony Spilotro's father's restaurant. His father was Pasquale. So therefore it was Patsy's, P-A-T-S, Patsy's is what it was, Scott. I said Happy Father's Day to someone and he got insulted and said, I have two moms.
Oh, this is a generational thing.
What? Yeah. What? All right. Stir the sauce. Where do we buy Red's book? Go down to the link in the description below. Go to redwemette.com and you can get the book over there. So in Chicago, we pronounced all T's as D's, like, them guys over there, right? Because that's how we talk. And when we're in Chicago, we got to say that's this and that's that. And them guys are they with yous? It's got to have the yous.
That thing over there. That
thing over there. Imagine a Patsy wagon. Jeez.
Can't imagine that.
I dig the classic Las Vegas mob documentaries. Tony Spilotro was the boss. So speaking of Tony being the boss out here in Las Vegas and making sure the skim money went back to Chicago, once he left, right? So the Wizard of Odds replaced him. What did he do? Because there was no more skim, right? The skim was over.
I have no idea what he did, because when I look at it, the only thing he could have done was the other function that Tony had was keep certain people in line. Tony was alive. He wasn't here for one reason. He wasn't there for one reason. He was multifunctional.
Got it.
He kept the other people from moving in on casinos that were Chicago owned, ripping them off, doing things like that. You're laughing and you're scaring me.
You guys aren't going here, really? Come on. Front room, bat room. Hey, Red, Jeet today? Jeet?
Yes.
Jeet? J-E-E-T. Jeet
yes,
today?
I did. I Jeet today.
Jeet? I haven't. I need to eat. Crazy Horse 2. There is a rumor that a game called Mafia 4 will be based on Tony S. in Las Vegas.
Oh, man.
No, really? Hold on. Okay, so no. All right, Remo Gaggi. So Remo Gaggi in the movie Casino is based on which outfit boss?
Joey Upa.
Correct. That's correct. What about Joe Ferriola? Not
No, not
combination.
even present. Not even present in the movie.
No,
No,
he wasn't.
no mention of him. He came along way later. Way later.
Okay.
And Jackie Simone was in prison. A lot of people were in prison. And I don't know. I don't know how people got elected then. But Ferriola, I believe, was part of the Cicero crew in the old days. So he would have been a successor to a Yupa.
Gotcha. Wow. Yeah. That's what, Google agrees. Remo Gaggi is the overarching antagonist in the 1995 Martin Scorsese film Casino. He's based off the real-life Chicago outfit headman Joseph Ayupa.
I
You
agree.
gotta work. Oh my gosh. William Kirchmile, you gotta work. Guys, it has been fun today. We are having a good time, and we're getting right to the end of today's broadcast. And anything in particular you guys want to talk about, put it up there. Let's any questions you have. Red, did Joe Ferriola become the street boss after Joe Lombardo went to jail?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Schweiss used to call him from my apartment all the time on videotape. He talked to him and say, "Hey, Joe, this is what," he wouldn't say Joe. He'd say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do." He'd tell me he was calling the boss. Okay. He'd pick up the phone and say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, talk to you later." Click.
All right. Was Marshall in Dallas on November 22nd, 1963?
He said he was.
Hmm.
He was one of the alleged hobos that was picked up, but he was dressed in cashmere pants. He was picked up and taken to Dallas police station for questioning and released.
Cashmere pants.
Right. He was a dapper, very dapper dresser.
I have a cashmere jacket. It's a long coat. It's the softest thing I own. I cannot imagine pants. Cashmere pants.
A lot of people wore them in cold weather. Cashmere. Louis.
Well, yeah, it's very, very warm fabric.
Oh.
Jeez. So Google lies, Adam. You're right. We don't have to go any further with that. What? So, outfit boss. The Danny Seifert murder would be a good topic next week.
Okay. There's a lot to talk about with that.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Joe Lombardo supposedly did that, right?
He didn't do it. He was along. I believe he planned it. And he went along just to make sure that little Joe Seifert, who was only, I think, 4 years old at the time, was not harmed. And Emma Seifert was not harmed. They only wanted Danny.
Gotcha.
He kind of held them in the bathroom while the other shotgun work and other pistol work was done by other people that were outside. And if you ask Joey Seifert, that's what he'd tell you. And I'm soon to be on Joey Seifert's, what's the name of his podcast? Great.
It's the come on, guys, help us out here. I can't remember.
Yeah.
What's the name of his channel? It's the coffee shop or the what the hell's the name of it?
I can't think of it right now.
I'm having a brain fart.
I got a mind block on his channel.
Yeah. Social Club. That's it.
Joey Social Club.
Yeah. Thank
Joey
you,
Social.
Homer. Appreciate you. How many people did Tony Spilotro was accused of killing?
I have no idea.
No clue.
I think Oscar Goodman said some crazy figure, and then he turned around when he's talking to Vlad, he said some crazy figure, and he said the government said this, the government said that, the newspaper said this, the newspaper. Nobody really knows how many he was accused of.
Yeah.
How many was he arrested for? That's a good question.
Pick a number. William Gertzmeyer. Pick a number. There you go. That's
You
it.
got it, Bill. You got it, Bill.
Hey, Red, how well did Frank Schweiss know Tony Spilotro?
That well.
Like
Extremely
this?
well. Yeah.
Go like this.
Extremely well. Extremely well.
Like that.
They were close friends when I met them. When I met the two of them, they were very close friends.
Yeah. I was good friends with Joe the Clown Lombardo. We were like this. I'm the one over here. David Grimpy, why not get the brothers on the show? Brothers.
Nick and Joey. I don't think they do it. We'll try.
No. I reached out to one of them. I can't remember which one, but I reached out to one of them and said, "Hey, you want to do an interview?"
It would have been Joey because you can't reach out to Nick. Nick lives in Tampa.
One of them on Facebook, I did. I said, "You want to do an interview?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "Let's help build the your channel up too, And why not? Everybody's got a story, man.
Oh yeah.
Michael Graham, I find the Schuessler-Peterson murders fascinating, and Red is one of the few people who has a unique perspective on it. That's,
I kind of do. I have a unique perspective on it.
It's a sad story.
Very sad story.
It's a sad story.
You know what the real sad part of that is, other than the crime itself, was that 40 years went by before anybody went to jail over it.
That's crazy.
A lot of people, when Ken Hansen was arrested, a lot of people said this guy was probably dead or killed. It can't be him. It's 40 years later.
Right? Ricky.
In 1970, I believe, Hansen was also arrested for conspiracy to commit murder against George Jane when he was with Cy Jane. And when they picked him up, they were talking about it. Dave Ham was talking to him about it. He said, "I don't want to talk about it."
All right. So, Ricky Delta, Tony killed around 18. Frank says who? And supposedly it's in Frank's second book. I think I read something like that. But then you got Randy Rhodes.
Richard Splotch. I'm going to answer this question, Richard.
Red, did you accept payments for being an informant? How did you feel putting people away who had families who depended on them? Just curious if you had any remorse turning into a rat. That's what Dick Spilotro's asking.
None whatsoever, Richard. You take from me, and guess what? I'll do something to you back. And I'm not going to prison over it. I'll tell you that much. I'll lock you up in 10 seconds.
Here's what my thinking is on this, okay? So they have families that are depending on them to provide for them, kids, wives, sisters, brothers, whatnot.
Go get a real job then.
Yeah, go get a job. Go do something it sucks being a fucking working guy. It sucks having
somebody else steal from you.
It sucks having to put your pants on every day and go bust your ass. It does. But you know what? When you go to sleep at night, you think to yourself, geez, I did something really tremendous. And I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Because I got to spend time with Frank Collada. And I know Frank didn't do the best things in life and make the best decisions, okay? And I'm not judging anybody for that because that's not my position to judge somebody for. But in the last few years of Frank's life, when he was doing private tours and we got hit promoting him and he was making some really good money, okay? He was proud of that. He was really fucking proud of that he was making it and he was doing it legitly and he wasn't fucking somebody out of something. He was actually going, here, you give me this and I give you that. And it was an honest to God thing. And Frank told me that once, that it was, that he felt good about that.
He
And
didn't
so
know any other way when he was younger. That's all. He got into a habit of it.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So get a job, Dick Spilotro. Go get a job. Quit worrying about somebody getting in trouble for doing something bad. That's what happens when you do bad things. When you do bad things to people, bad things happen to you. Call it karma, call it whatever you want. But that's it. I got that off my chest. I agree, William. Red is not a rat. Do something legitimate. Thank you. Living Good Inca. Chicago Joe, if you're in game, you risk it. You're right. It does indeed suck. Yes. So what is he, William? He even went to testify in family secrets too.
They had no family secrets too. Oh, that's TOO. They brought me back, Richard, to testify in family secrets because the people that were there were all bad people. Every one of them. They were murderers. Every one of them that was on that trial that I sat on, not the people that pled guilty on loan sharking and other things, but those people that were there were all killers. They all killed people in their lifetime. They took life. They took something away, something you could never take away.
Yeah. Yeah. Kathy Jean, your ignorance is showing, Mr. Spilotro. She's being nice to you, Dick. She's actually being nice. She's calling you Mr. Spilotro.
Yeah.
Dick. An honest day's work. Yes. Dick, Kathy, let's not sugarcoat facts. Facts are facts. You do something bad, bad shit happens to you. Period. End of story. And you know what? If you do something bad, you hurt somebody, you take something that's not yours, bad shit should happen to you. Okay? Should. Just should. That way you can feel what it feels like to be fucked. I'm just saying. So if you don't like the situation, keep it moving. Right on, Helman. Guys, you want to join us in the after party? We're going to hang out over on Red's channel. It has been a freaking fantastic broadcast and a lot of fun. And I'm glad we cleared some things up.
So am I.
I'm really glad we cleared some things up. Guys, come out here. Do the Vegas Mob Tour. It's a lot of fun. We'll take you around, show you the place. Red, I'll see you soon, buddy.
Okay, guy.
All right. Mob Blog.